It was another fine day on the Sacramento Northern Railroad. Colin was talking to Samantha about their previous lives on their own railroads. And so then, and this F7 was trying to send me a what? And I said, that's just an oil tanker. And he said, well, that's what we used to throw at that engine to disrespect other railroads. That's really funny, Colin. I never thought a northern like you could be so funny. Don't know how many times I hear that on my life. So, Samantha, what was your life back on the Southern Pacific? Well, I started out on the overland route between Ogden and Sparks, Nevada, hauling fast express passenger trains and occasional commuter service. And then most likely express service, huh? Or like held together by scotch tape? And who do you think you are, Colorado boy? Ronald, don't be disrespectful to Samantha. Well, Colin, if you must know, us 484s are far more capable of hauling express services than a Pacific with those 6-wheel drivers would top out at 50. With my drivers, I can top out for 75. And another 30 onto mine, smart one. Samantha, just ignore him. You know we're not as fast as we were back in our younger days. I know, Colin, but I just want to teach this Rio Grande engine a thing or two about speed. I'll believe it when I see it. You have fun moseying around with your express duties. That's if you can get it moving in the first place. I'll show him a thing or two. You wait and see. And then Samantha left to pick up her train. Nice going, Ronald. What did I do? At Oakland, Samantha was called up to the Pacific Limited passenger train on its way to Los Angeles. As the clock struck 10, Samantha departed the station. Perfect. I'm right on time. That'll teach that Ronald boy a thing or two. But she said it to herself. Her driver was concerned. She's not as capable at high speeds these days anymore, he said to the fireman. Well, we're just gonna have to see if the water pressure can hold. Allie was picking up passengers with the somewhat keen in when she saw Samantha coming by at high speed. Samantha, what are you doing? You're bumming your coaches around. Slow down. No time, Allie. I'm right on the dot, she replied, and sped away. Samantha thundered down the line, doing over 50 miles per hour. She blew her whistle loud and long. Then she overtook William on a local freight. "Slow down, Samantha," he called. But Samantha had already disappeared around the bend. When they at last stopped at San Luis Obispo, the passengers were surprised that they were actually early today. They gave Samantha a good cheer. This made Samantha more happy. "Now I can make record run down to Los Angeles," she said. And she started off again. "Easy, Samantha. You're not running a race here," said her driver. "We are then," she said. But she was so confident. Clinchfield was waiting with a freight train, ready to go back to Highland Valley, when Samantha came racing past. "Pacific Limited coming through," Samantha called. "Slow down, Speedy," Clinchfield called. But Samantha still wasn't listening. Suddenly, Samantha began to feel a little strange. "My middle bearing feels funny. It feels as something is heating up. I better go slower." This could mean trouble. I hope she doesn't explode herself to bits. Then it happened. Samantha went slower and slower and slower. "What's happening?" She went slower and slower. Samantha's bearings had finally overheated. She huffed and puffed, but she couldn't go any further. And she grounded to a halt. "That's done it," said her driver. "We're not going anywhere now." Colin was right. I shouldn't be exposing myself at high speeds like this. Philip was sitting on a spur line when he heard the news. "We must go help her," he said. And they set off to the rescue. "I hope Samantha isn't badly hurt." Samantha sat in the cliffs of Santa Susana Pass, waiting for help. But it wasn't long until Philip arrived. Are you alright? Yes, Samantha? No, but I'll be much happier if you can get me to Los Angeles, Samantha answered. Don't worry, you'll be okay, Philip responded. Then they started off once more. But Samantha was worried what would Mr. Richard say. Samantha, I'm quite impressed with your passenger run, but not with your speeding me today. You should know better. You're not built as if you were younger from the day you left the factory. I'm sorry, sir, Samantha said. I just wanted to teach that Ronald a thing or two about express runs. The yard manager told me everything. But you should know better not to listen to other engines showing off that way. Yes, sir, Samantha said quietly. The other engines felt sorry for Samantha. Cheer up, Samantha. You know, you did prove Ronald one thing. What's that? Being responsible, reliable is more important to us than breaking speed records, said Quincy. And that's exactly what we all learned from today, said Colin. Speaking of Ronald, he's going to be doing freight work for a long time until he can be trusted with the passenger trains, said Philip. Samantha couldn't help but laugh, for she knew she had proven a point. Ronald, on the other hand, was not impressed. Curse that Samantha, he huffed grumpily.